EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Denver Broncos. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go from Denver. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10 and a quick first down. To him on first down. They're going to work this down inside the 45. 12 more yards from him there and another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big-time play for the Broncos. 33 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut, and he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line, and here comes 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown, Denver.
certainly an ideal way to start a season, Mike. You get the ball first, you come out, you look sharp, you're in and out of the huddle, you're super efficient. Not only do you take the ball all the way down the field, but you come away with 6. And I know they sure hope that this is a sign of things to come, not only for this offense today, but as the rest of this season unfolds.
He misses the extra point. No good, and this will remain a 6-0 game. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. And that kick goes out of bounds right away. And that is a big mistake because that ball is going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. He's going to tuck it and go. And McCarthy's going to get down and pick up the first down. Good, smart play with the slide by JJ.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
They'll put Addison in motion. They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
We spent so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on third down, and give yourself a chance.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. Now he'll work his way out right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. Not only do they convert on fourth down, they picked up a quarter of the field. A gain of 25.
First down, Minnesota.
Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. This one caught at the 4. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. Flush to his right.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Remember, they just need to get to the 3 for a first down, but this is third down. They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Chase Brown, touchdown, Minnesota. Reichard good with the extra point. The Vikings move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They'll give on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Vikings with the edge. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll stay on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Anytime you run a draw, you're hoping the linebacker reads pass and starts dropping into his pass coverage. That's what creates space for your running back to get going. Well, not this time. The linebacker saw it from the jump. He's able to penetrate in the backfield and take the runner down for a loss.
Captain.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That was incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. This a 48-yard attempt. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. So the Broncos will turn things over to the field goal unit. This will be a 48-yard attempt. missed it. And they will remain down by 1.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
They'll run here with Brown. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big play for Minnesota. 38 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. Brown will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Hicks, now to throw it here on first down. They'll look to set up the screen here. Still going. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 35 yards. Now a run on first down. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. He'll take this down to the 23. Kobe Durant up to make the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Nix to throw. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter, and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those don't always get the
The ball comes out. And the Vikings have the takeaway.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. Third and 9. To throw is Nix. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. A dive and a catch. Incredible. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
He connects with Jordan Addison.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. First and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
To the air once more is McCarthy. Right side, and it's brought in by Felton. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Throwing again is McCarthy. And this one caught along the sideline. They say already out of bounds. Wow. The throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield. So it'll be no catch and second down.
Ready, break. Ready.
In motion, it's Jefferson. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
On the run to the right. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
Brings up 4th and goal.
From the 2, they're going to go for it here. It is 4th and goal.
18, pioneer. 16,
Here's Hawkinson in motion. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. Escaping to his left. Todd Felton. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Here's Brown. Up the sideline, past midfield. Down the sideline to the 20. And he's into the end zone yet again. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Minnesota. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. Riker good with the extra point. And the Vikings will extend this third quarter lead. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Almost set.
Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Almost set.
Play action now. It's Nix sending it deep for Waddle. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down. Back to throw is Nix. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
That's quickly out to Jefferson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
From the 41, here's second and 6. Now McCarthy. They'll find Brown out of the backfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Minnesota.
A gain of 15. And the Vikings first down.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. A big play for Minnesota. 33 yards.
3 yards on the play.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open. Short throws turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
Set to go now on first and 10. Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Touchdown, Vikings. Will Riker down on for the extra point. He gets it to go. The Vikings tack on one more to their lead.
35. Broncos 9. Will Riker
out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
Nick snap on first and 10. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second and 2 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, here's a handoff, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
That's good.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
On the bootleg, it's Nix. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That one's good for 29. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw, and he's into the end zone. What a response! Touchdown, Broncos. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. The quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Brown. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
I have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box. But then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
They'll put Addison in motion. Play action now. It's McCarthy. Exiting the pocket right. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll bring up second down. Now Brown. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. It'll be a Vikings first down.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. Finding room to the 20. And he will score! Tank Bigsby. Touchdown, Minnesota. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Ready.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Kill.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Oh, a teardrop throw there off his back foot. It's complete. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To the ground, a first down run. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Hold on, set. Ready. Let it show.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Hold on, set. Ready.
Throw it. Nix. Out to his right. Off he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds. Just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Hold on, set.
Second down. Nix. That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. They'll throw. It's Nix. He's got it at the 7, and he's in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Denver. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
42, Broncos 23. Chad Ryland to kick off.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Price now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. A carry here for Brown. He looks past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
The 43-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. Running from the pistol, it's Brown. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd down, they need 5. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Hold on, set. Ready.
Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
DK Metcalf.
From the 31, here comes a second and a yard.
Second and a yard at the 31.
Here's Nix to throw. Flush to his right. This one intercepted. That's the linebacker, Blake Cashman. And the Vikings will take over here just past the 30.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, second and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll run it on the inside handoff. Past midfield to the 45. Down the sideline to the 20. And he's going to go all the way for the touchdown. But hold everything. There's a flag way back on the other side of the field. And this one is going to get wiped away. A quick toss into the hands of Addison. That's how to dig yourself out of the hole. A pickup of 18, much more manageable. 3rd and 2 coming up.
A pickup of 18 yards. It's now third.
We'll try and run here with Bigsby. And he is going to have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards. They get 4 on that 3rd and 2.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on 3rd down, and they just can't make the play.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Minnesota.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give them 8 on that carry.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Here's Bixby. And Nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Some nose guards in the 3-4 defense, Mike, are just asked to take up space and eat up blockers. But not this guy. He defeats his blocker and makes the tackle. That's playing the nose guard at the next level.
Another one from the 5. Second down and goal. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Reichert now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
32-yard line.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Pat Bryant, the target there. And it'll bring up second down. Now Nix going to look to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it is a win for our visitors, the Vikings. They move to 1-0.